Residential report writing and case studies, Chapter 8, disclosure of scope of work and something. Case study, inspection. Case study 8-1. A lender client calls and requests a drive-by, exterior only inspection. Appraisal for a 40-acre parcel with a house and a small outbuilding for a mortgage that is to be sold to Fannie Mae. The improvements are not visible from the road, but MLS reports the subject to be a brick two-story with a 20-foot by 20-foot barn. The MLS goes on to report the room count is 6 rooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths with 2,000 square feet, and that the subject is in good condition. The county records are in agreement, except they report the exterior siding to be wood frame. Given the intended use and the client's instructions, could you develop credible results? If not, what would you need to do? Are there any disclosures required? End of page. Answer. Case study 8-1 suggested solution. The inspection cannot be called a drive-by if the appraiser cannot at least observe the exterior of the improvements. Fannie Mae requires that the appraiser be able to view the improvements. The discrepancy between the MLS and the county records regarding the exterior siding could be solved easily with a visual observation of the improvements. The appraiser must either change the scope of work go onto the property to view the improvements or discuss with the lender client the possibility of completing the assignment with no inspection of the improvements. To complete the appraisal and report it as an exterior inspection when the appraiser was not able to view improvements would be considered misleading of the intended users. It's time for another quick quiz. End of page. Start quiz number 1. What is the usual reason the lender clients request desktop appraisals? A, because they are looking for a reason to decline the loan request. B, because Fannie Mae requires them. C, to save time and/or money. Or D, to circumvent USPAP. I'm going to go C, to save time and or money. Number 2. Eric develops an appraisal without making any inspection of the subject property. What are his disclosure obligations? A, he must disclose the report certification that he did not make an inspection of the subject property. B, his disclosure that he did not inspect the property may appear anywhere in the report. C, he must disclose that he made an exterior-only inspection of the property. Or D, he must disclose the fact that he violated USPAP by not making an inspection of the property. I'm going to go C. And number 3. In the appraisal report, a disclosure clarifying the extent of the inspection can provide additional information to intended users and may also A, be in violation of USPAP. B, save time and/or money. C, limit the appraiser's liability. Or D, none of these. I'm going to go C, limit the appraiser's liability. Finish. You got a 66.7. You passed. So remember, number one, what is the usual reason though that lender clients request desktop appraisals? You said to save time and or money, and that is correct. Number two, Eric develops an appraisal without making an inspection of the subject property. What are his disclosure obligations? You said he must disclose that he made an exterior-only inspection of the property. That is incorrect. The correct answer was he must disclose in the report certification that he did not make an inspection of the subject property. That was my next choice. In reporting the appraisal, the appraiser must disclose the fact that he or she did not inspect the subject property. This disclosure must be made in the certification. Chapter 8, subject property inspection, no inspection. Number 3, in the appraisal report, a disclosure clarify the extent of the inspection. Can provide additional information to intended users and may also, you said, limit the appraiser's liability, and that is correct. Continue.